ever had a great idea and not acted on it or shared it with your boss or your team at work? I have. And it is such a drag when someone else comes up with the exact same idea and everyone goes crazy over it. And you're like, damn. Hi, I'm Deborah Poneman, founder of Yes to Success Seminars, where we share knowledge and tools for you to live your ultimate life. Do you know that an idea comes to you because it wants to be manifested by you? That's why we all have different ideas. I have the ones that I'm supposed to manifest, and you have the ones that you're supposed to manifest. And ideas come to you at a time when the world needs your idea. I need Lisa to teach women about self-confidence. I need Kim to open up a yoga studio. I need Sam to sell gluten-free bakery products online. I need Jane to run for the US Senate. Inner success is strengthened when you trust that voice and you see that when you do what that voice is telling you to do, it works out better than you could have ever even imagined. And it increases your trust in the voice so that you're more and more likely to listen to it next time and the next and the next. See, I believe that the creator looks down for someone who's going to do a good job at doing the work that needs to be done on earth. The creator, spirit, source can't come down and start teaching yoga. So she chooses someone who can and whispers that idea into their ear. You see, God has no hands but yours. And whatever that whisper is, it's needed now for the world to work. So if you don't act on it, that opportunity is going to go to someone else who will. And you need to know just how to get going. You don't need to know every single step to take all the way to the fulfillment of the idea. Remember that great quote from Martin Luther King who said, "You don't need to see the whole staircase to take the first step." The idea came to you because it's your idea to manifest. And I know that I've shared this before, but it bears repeating. Another important principle of creating success is don't tell everyone what you're going to do until you're doing it. What is sacred needs to be kept secret. Every time you tell someone what you're going to do, it's like letting steam out of the kettle. You have to let that steam build up so it has to burst forth in your brilliant idea. We share too early because we want outside approval. But then what happens is that the discouragement committee shows up and tells us all the reasons our idea won't work, and all the wind is knocked out of our sails before we even begin. I know this is the opposite of what every guru tells you. Share so your friends will hold you accountable. Really? Only under occasions do people really hold you accountable. They're too busy going around telling people about the book they're going to write that they're never going to write, or because they're too busy going around telling everybody and letting the steam out of the kettle, or the business they're never going to start because they're also going around letting the steam out of the kettle. One of my favorite truths is those who talk don't do. Those who do don't talk. See, I don't believe not to tell because someone's going to steal your idea. And what I mean by that is there could be 1,000 people out there doing the same thing as you. Thousands talk on women's empowerment, thousands talk on success, thousands talk on how to do Ashtanga yoga, but they're not you. There are people who are waiting to hear the message from you, to buy the house from you, to be coached by you, to purchase the aroma sprays from you, to have an image consultation from you, to get the investment advice from you. And they are waiting patiently to have their lives transformed by you, no matter how many other people are doing the same thing. That's their contract when they came into this life. You just need to get going. So when the discouragement committee shows up and tells you there are already too many people teaching sales, or too many people writing books on power, or too many of the 1,001 other things people will tell you won't work when you tell them your sacred ideas, thank them for sharing and use their negativity as inspirational dissatisfaction to make sure that you go ahead and you manifest that idea. And do speak up at work. Your idea might make all the difference for your company. So don't be afraid to share your ideas. The worst thing that could happen is that it's a no. But really, the worst thing that could happen is that you're so afraid to speak up because of fear of rejection that you don't. And then later, someone shares your idea and they are the big hero of the day. And darn, you had that same idea 6 months ago, but you didn't say anything. And don't wait until you think you're ready. You'll never think you're ready. People who change the world don't wait until everything is perfectly in place. There will always be loose ends. Just take a step from which there is no turning back. When I started my Yes to Success company, I was broke. I was in my 20s. The only thing I had done in my adult life was taught meditation. Oh, and I failed at selling investments. So I had to do something so I wouldn't chicken out. So I rented a room and put up posters. That's what we did in those days. And believe me, when I put up the posters, the discouragement committee came out in droves saying that no one was going to believe a crazy idea like your thoughts have the power to manifest your reality. But the room was already rented and the posters were already up. If I hadn't taken that leap, that step from which there was no turning back, there would be no Yes to Success. Franklin Roosevelt once said, in any moment of decision, the best thing that you can do is the right thing. The next best is the wrong thing. The worst thing you can do is nothing. You just have to be more committed to your vision than you are to being in your comfort zone. So go out and take those steps. What's sacred should be kept secret. The idea came to you because you're the one who's supposed to manifest it, and go out and change the world because the world needs you and the world needs you now.